Back in my day.
Okay.
Hello. Okay, we are recording.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Back in My Day podcast.
And you guys are probably wondering, where are we right now? This is the new Back in My Day podcast set.
It's in his basement. It's
in
not
my
in
basement
house anymore.
And we got the new sound foam. We got new mic covers and way better setup. I'm gonna
Whenever
try.
you move your hand on the table, it keeps messing with the mics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
you probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna you also don't want to talk like this close to the mic, but you do want to have, because another reason, the main reason we switched is because of the echo. So you're gonna notice, especially in this video, the audio.
It's gonna be better, probably, hopefully.
It's gonna sound way better. I've done a couple tests. It sounds better, but I can already tell, like, I don't hear any echo, and it sounds like you know when you can hear your ears ringing. It's like I almost have that if I don't say anything, because there's just, it's completely quiet. But yeah, eventually throughout the season, we're gonna have more things on the walls. Like, there's gonna be some records on the walls. We're gonna have the logo here. But yeah. So I am Isaac Ammon Axith.
I am Isaac Sim, also known as Izap Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
You can find our channels in the description.
So, well, channel.
Well, you have an account, and then also Isaac Film, that counts.
Okay, yeah. But so today we have a
interesting topic that's relatable to all viewers of any age.
So if you know about us, we're very smart. Well, he's very smart. So we're going to be talking about philosophy.
Yes.
And that sounds completely boring, but
it's interesting.
Let me give you,
all of you boring people, like all you boring white kids out there, we're going to be talking about football a little bit in it. Like,
so let me give you a little bit of context here. So we have Spanish together, and Isaac comes and tells me that sports are role plays because rules do not exist, and rules are made up. Points don't exist, and that it's a role play because people are acting roles that they're not. And I disagreed with him, but the more you talk about it, it's like
very interesting.
It's so interesting because
very interesting.
I believe we both had valid points. I mean, we both have our fair discussions, so we'll be discussing that, and towards the end of the podcast episode, I want to get a bit into future Isaac Film projects, maybe hint at some stuff, but yeah, so philosophy.
So this all started
back in my day
when we talk about philosophy and not those skibbity toilet riz like all of you little kids.
So let's discuss the elephant in the room. Let's just start our sports role plays.
So first, let's define
a role play. I don't know what to do right now. Yeah. I didn't expect you to be here for the next 30 minutes.
We have an unexpected guest.
So, welcome to the show.
We're talking about philosophy.
We're talking about philosophy.
I'm sure you understand.
Pokemon Monster. So we have a couple options we can do here.
He looks very tall. Okay. You guys are going to be saying, "Oh, he's so tall." I'm taller than him. I don't want you guys to be like, "Oh, he's so tall," because
this room's just exceptionally small.
It's
short.
Because it is exceptionally small.
Because it's a basement.
This room's just exceptionally small.
So, we have a couple options.
Do we have a chair for him, or is he going to sit on the floor?
Do we want to continue the podcast, or do we want
to continue the podcast? Okay. We're already going. Let's go.
Guys, I will be right back. I'm gonna get a chair for this guy. We're gonna have to.
He's gonna be shorty.
You better sit down.
You really want to sit like that?
You better sit down.
You don't want a chair.
Oh, I don't care.
He needs a chair.
No,
need a
no,
chair.
it's funny.
He really doesn't need a chair.
Yeah, no, it's funny if he peeks over. All right, so let's start. So let's just start. Not tell PDM what's happening.
Okay.
Just so we can confuse him, and it's gonna be funny.
Oh, by the way, PDM, we know what you did, and we're sorry.
My condolences.
My condolences. Everyone, we discussed this earlier, but he's in a better place now, and we're really
we all
sorry.
Know what happened.
Anyway,
yes.
Okay.
So let's define a role play first.
Role play. Let's define.
Is when you follow, like, a script of what's supposed to happen,
And you play pretend characters.
Yes.
Okay. And
Let's
so
define a sport.
a sport. Okay. Now this is where it gets interesting because I think
Because there's so many different sports.
a game you play that involves physical activity
that follows certain rules
mm-hmm.
and is usually competitive.
is competitive. But here's the difference that does not make it a role play: is in a role play you pretend to be rules that you're not. In sports, you are them, so you're not pretending to be a football player.
So are you saying that in real life, like that Russell Wilson just like runs around and tackles people all the time in real life?
Well, first of all,
that's his character.
First of
in
all,
real life.
he is a quarterback. Second of all, yes, that is his character. So he's not.
So he does that. He runs around and tackles
It's not a
people in
role
real
play
life.
because that literally is him. He's not playing a role. He is a football player.
What if it's both?
What do you mean? What if it's both? You can't be both.
Well, in sports,
You can't pretend to be something you're not.
Well, how about let's also
like
talk
you
about
pretend to be
athletes.
smart, and it's like we know that. I mean, we know
Yeah,
the truth.
exactly.
It's
Well-
like, okay, what?
Right, so I think what we need to talk about.
No, let him finish.
Okay.
Something I was just gonna say is obviously athletes also do put on characters to make themselves more entertaining on like the field.
Exactly.
But in the way we're defining this, they are not required to do that. It's just so they have more of a character and it allows
So
you
that
to
they have more
to
fans.
enjoy them
Yeah.
more.
That's the toilet flushing. Yeah, we have a drainage
Whoa.
pipe that runs.
We'll always know.
Well, that's right above you and me.
If that pipe burst, Ben, you are absolutely out of luck.
Yeah, you're out of luck too. It's right above you too, basically.
No, it's not. What are you talking about? There is no pipe above me. Can you close the door all the way?
Yeah.
So let's
So, let's define.
what a rule is.
A
Are
rule.
rules real?
Yes, the rules are
Because-
set.
because-
Rules are set
Okay,
guidelines
so
that
my
the
point
players
is
or people
that
must follow.
So sports, you're pretending like there's points, there's rules. So my point is that rules aren't real.
Ben,
I mean, you're not exactly pretending there's rules. There are rules to the sport. If you don't follow the rules, you're not playing the
I'm
sport.
sorry.
right?
I
So the
can't. I
consequences are
can't
real.
take Ben seriously. He's just sitting on the floor, and in the camera, I just see his two eyes. You really don't want a chair.
Nah, I'm fine like this.
Can you at least scoot to your right a bit? There you go.
You're happy.
Okay, so, based on that description, rules aren't real. But if you use other words, then it's like rules are set guidelines that the players must follow, otherwise they will be penalized.
So the penalty is real.
But without rules, there is no penalty.
Okay. So so where are the rules then? Like they're not like real. They're all mental because you could easily say, "Oh, that guy just murdered someone," but we don't care. That's not a rule anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't exist anymore because we just decided it doesn't. Because for something to be real, you can't just decide it doesn't exist and it doesn't exist anymore. Like, for example, this microphone, someone made it. It's not given to us by nature, but it's here. It's real.
So
'Cause I can touch it.
here's what I'm saying.
But I can't just say this microphone is not real anymore.
what I'm understanding
So-
from what you're saying is something is only real if it is physical. If it has a physical form, it's real. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, that is the definition of
Okay,
real.
so if you have let's say this, Newton's third law, it is proven to be real.
Mm-hmm.
There is no physical matter of Newton's third law, but it is real.
Mm-hmm.
So
So you're talking about scientific laws.
the Newton's third law, depending on how you put it, could be a rule.
Scientific
Law.
laws. Okay, there are some laws that are just given by nature, and that's just how the world works. So technically, the laws aren't technically real, but there are a lot of things that exist because of that, and nothing can break those. So technically, they aren't physically real, but they still affect everything
But if something affects something, it's real. Like climate change. It's real.
For example, I read Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter. I read Harry Potter. That affects me, but it's like Harry Potter isn't real.
It does not it affects your emotions. It does not affect because the thing is, Harry Potter is a physical story. It's not a rule. It's a story. I mean, movies, like, not all movies are like Avatar. I mean, again, there's no proof of this, but Avatar isn't real.
Yes.
But there is. You can't.
I think there is proof of that. They filmed it in a studio and with computer animation.
You cannot. Can you fly? In movies,
No.
there are people who can fly. Humans cannot fly.
Humans cannot fly.
So it's but I mean,
Unless they're in planes.
I don't know how to word this other than it's just rules are real even if you can't see them, even if they're not physical. Rules are, it's like a symbol. It's only worth something if you give it value.
Exactly.
So like if this, let's say for the religious folk, the cross in Catholic churches represents, the crucifix, Jesus' death, represents the symbol of Christ.
Yes.
The cross itself is not Christ. It is if someone who is not
it's an ancient if someone
if someone who is just looking at it has nothing, knows no religion or anything, they just see it, it's something shaped like a cross, but that doesn't have, it doesn't say any meaning to it. So to them it's not real.
Nothing.
It's nothing. But to the people who understand it, it is something.
For something to be real, you can't for something to be real, it has to affect everyone, even if you don't believe in it. Like, for example, even if people, for example, you could say, oh, well, if it, people don't believe that the earth is round, but, the effects still affect them, because if the earth was flat, then the farther away that you would get from the edge, it would feel like an uphill slope just because of the way gravity works. But, so that would still affect them. It still affects the flat earthers that the earth is round, right? So, just if I see a symbol and I don't know what it is, then that does not affect me.
But it affects the people. But it affects the people who understands value.
Right, but for
that's the same thing with currency. It's just a piece of paper at face value, but if you know what it is, it's worth something.
Yeah, but the thing is, for something to be real, it has to affect everyone, no matter what it is, if they come in contact with it.
But okay, let's step aside rules for a second. Another thing, a massive thing about games are points.
Sports, yes.
Another thing, but in just games in general, points. Generally, besides golf and other sports like that, the team with the most points genuinely wins the game. That's usually what happens. Yeah. If you score more points, you win the game. Points, they are...
They're in your head.
No, but they're not, though, because they're written down on a scoreboard. You can physically see them.
No, you're physically seeing the numbers that represent them.
Exactly, Christ, like the cross. We discussed this. It gives if you, the people across the world all know what points are. It's different than the cross.
For example, if you score a touchdown, and you get 6 points from that, then that number 6 up on the scoreboard means that you scored a touchdown, right? So, you scoring the touchdown, that was physical. You physically grabbed the football and you ran to the line where you needed to cross. Mm-hmm. You physically did that. Mm. But nothing happened because of it.
Yes, it did. You scored points.
You got a point.
You scored points.
But nothing in the physical world happened because of it.
Yes, it did.
We know in our minds, we think, oh, that guy got a point. But scientifically, if I could make a touchdown, and if no one's in the stadium, I didn't make a point.
Okay, let me explain this argument. Why do people play sports?
For fun.
Well, there's 2 reasons: money and fun. But the main one is fun. So, fun is real. Fun is an emotion. Emotions are real. You can see emotions. You can feel emotions. We know those are. You can see it. You can. If you were mad, I could tell if you were mad because I'd see based on your expression.
You see the reaction of my emotion, but the emotion. I
can see the emotion on your face.
Yes.
I guarantee you can all feel emotions. I know you're not this whatever. You can feel emotions. That's real. And when you score a touchdown, you're happy. That triggers an emotion.
Right.
If you didn't score a touchdown, that wouldn't have triggered the emotion. Therefore, it must be real.
Okay, so let's say if you scored a touchdown, then you lose a point.
How can you... Wait. You lose a point? What do you mean?
Say
if
that,
you score a touchdown, you lose a point. You feel sad.
In this theater. Yes, exactly. So if you can change it, humans can't change the laws of nature.
But those are the rule. That's the rules of the game.
We invented these rules. If we invent something, if we invent an idea, the idea isn't physically real. Like, for example, I could have an idea, there's a unicorn outside. That's my idea. It's not real.
If there's a unicorn outside and it's real...
No, that's my idea. I have the idea that there's a unicorn outside, but it's not real.
But it's real to you.
To you, it's real. So to the people that play the game, it's real.
But it's not real, though.
But to the people who play it, it is.
In their heads, it is. But
it is.
It's not.
It is
in
real.
In their heads, it's real.
I will admit this. To everyone, at face value, it's not real. But to the people who play the game and understand it, it's real.
In their head.
It's still real.
But that's not real.
If you have thought... Okay, our thoughts real. Our thoughts real. Our thoughts real.
They're a bunch of chemicals floating around our little soggy bacon heads.
But thoughts are real. Thoughts are like... Let's say a thought. A thought is something you're picturing something in your mind. Mm-hmm. That is real, and we call that a thought. That action is called a thought, not the dirty version, but it's called, brain thought.
It could be dirty, but
the brain, the brain thought. And you're thinking about something that's real. If you're thinking about the amount of points and then how the rules work, they must also be real.
Is real, but what you think about isn't necessarily real. For example, I could think about.
But thinking about that is real.
Yes,
you're performing the action that is thinking about.
There's
something.
a difference between thinking about something that isn't real. So if I think about something that isn't real, that doesn't automatically make it real.
No, it makes the thought real though. You are actually thinking about that.
Yeah, we can agree that the thought is real.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean the thing that I'm thinking about is real.
To you it is, because you're thinking about it.
No, it's not. Let's go back to Harry Potter. If I'm thinking about Harry Potter, that doesn't mean Harry Potter.
Can we change Star Wars? I don't really like Harry Potter.
If I'm thinking about Star Wars, then that doesn't mean that Star Wars is real.
To George Lucas it is.
No, it's not. If you ask George Lucas, he would not say that Star Wars is real.
I don't know. I've seen the movies. It looks pretty real to me. I'm not gonna lie. But I sometimes think that people try to stretch things out as far as they can in philosophy. Let me tie this all together. Are games real? Sports. Yes, they are.
Physically you are doing things.
Okay, so yes. Rules are part of the game. So it has to be real. It's like a square can be a rectangle, but a rectangle can't be a square.
So what's give me any rule in any sport?
False start on the offense. If you move before the snap of the ball, mm-hmm. you go back 5 yards.
But they can physically do it, can't they?
Yes. But it's a penalty.
So what's stopping them?
The penalty.
Yeah. So the penalty, that's real, right?
But on your own logic,
we can agree.
On your own logic, because what you were saying is if you score a touchdown, you either score points, but the rules could say if you score a touchdown, you lose points, right?
You can change the rules.
You can also change the penalty. You can also change the penalty. I could say I could lose 10 yards as opposed to 5. I could gain 5 yards.
That's not what I mean. So, if you got a penalty for doing whatever it is that you said, the consequences of that penalty are real. Am I right or am I wrong?
Depending on how you put it. It's like...
if you go before they say that you can go, and they put you back 5 yards, they physically put you back 5 yards.
Yes. Yeah.
But they could have chosen not to. They could easily have chosen not to.
So they could have chosen not to do the penalty, so therefore the penalty doesn't exist? Is that what I'm hearing?
Because if you can
Wouldn't that
change...
Wouldn't that be the penalty doesn't exist then?
Yeah, and also
Exactly.
wouldn't that be the refs not following the rules of the game either?
But if you can change something, if you can just change something by thinking, oh, this can be changed, now it's changed, then it's not real.
Okay.
Because that's not how reality works.
So what I'm hearing is the only rules that are real are scientific laws. So like
Yes.
humans can't fly, right?
That is
That's
true.
a scientific law. That's a scientific rule. It's correct. What I'm hearing from you is rules are real if they can't be broken.
Yes.
But then, but then look at laws. Laws are rules by the government and society that can be broken. But so are laws real then?
The consequences are, but not the laws.
Okay. Let's relate this back to our first
See,
question.
if laws were real, the ones that we created, then no one would be killed. No one would be raped.
Let's
no one would be
let's
murdered.
relate this
no one would
to
be
our.
injured.
No one would.
No one would trespass.
Let's
No one would harass.
relate this back to our very first topic. Sports role plays, are they role plays? Are sports role plays? Now it's a matter of the people playing the game are not pretending to be a role, and the definition of role play is you're pretending to stick to a script and play the role. But NFL, okay, conspiracy theory. Some people actually think the NFL is scripted, but I mean, let's just say it's not for this episode, so it makes more sense. The people playing the games they're not pretending to be football players. They are football players. That's their job.
They don't act like that in real life, though.
What do you mean they don't?
They don't just like run around and tackle people all day in real
Well,
life.
no. But it's like
Yeah.
if I'm an engineer, my job is an engineer. I am an engineer, but I'm not constantly at work. I mean, that's not what an engineer is. An engineer still has a life. It's like a teacher. They teach. They have a job.
Mhm.
But if you have a certain job, even though you don't do it 24/7, it's still the job, and you can still be considered whatever it is. So like, if I'm a doctor, and I'm not working the full day, I'm still a doctor. But I mean, because that's just my job title. That's just what I do for a living.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, but people also are
But-
commonly known to have work and then social lives, where on work lives you are going to be maybe a lot more focused on just working and being a lot more strict on the work. But socially, you could be a very outgoing, very relaxed kind of guy.
Yeah,
Just-
exactly.
When you're
It's
kind of playing two different characters, aren't you?
no, but that's
Controlling your own actions to fit a certain role that people want to see, society wants to see. So it could be considered role play in that sense
Isaac.
of the word.
Are you a YouTuber?
Yeah.
Or are you role playing?
Exactly. You're a YouTuber because you do YouTube, right?
Mhm.
So you're a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And you're discussing. That's the same thing with jobs. If I play football as my professional career, I'm a football player.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not playing a role play.
But
If I was a football player and I pretended to be a basketball player, then I'm role playing
as
basketball.
a basketball player.
But if I'm playing football, I'm not role playing as a football player because I am a football player. That's different.
That's fair. But okay, I feel like we kind of just stopped the rules thing. We were kind of in the middle of
No,
that.
but the main question is if sports are role play.
I thought the main question was whether rules
We
were
had
real.
two main role. We had two.
We
main
had like
questions.
two whole things.
So
So are sports role play?
no.
Mm,
No.
All right, fine. You guys can win on that one. GG.
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 Good
But are the rules used in
WWE.
sports?
Yeah,
The
no.
rules
Okay,
and the
okay.
points.
The only sport that is definitely a roleplay is WWE. That is the only sport that definitely is
That's
roleplay.
fair.
They are
Okay,
not
I agree with that
wrestlers.
one.
They
I
are
agree
not
with that
wrestlers.
one. I
They
agree with
they
that
are
one.
actors who are playing as wrestlers, and
Yeah.
there's total script. I've seen Snoop Dogg drop someone off the top ropes.
Wait,
He is not. a
Snoop
freaking
Dogg has
wrestler.
been in WWE.
Donald Trump's been in WWE.
Wait, he has?
Yes.
He
I didn't see
has.
this.
No
Okay.
way.
I'm pretty
pulling
sure
it up.
like the pain
Are you
is
sure
real,
that's
but
not
who wins
copyright?
is all
It's
like
not copyright.
scripted.
Okay.
Okay, you guys keep talking. I'll find it.
But I'm
All
pretty
right.
sure.
So are the rules and points and just like rules that humans have created in total, are those real or not?
So what's going on over here? Donald Trump is in a world he is not familiar with. Hey, look at this!
He's in a suit. Wow.
He hosts the takeover of
When was this?
This was before his president. This was like 2010. But it's like Donald Trump comes in and he just rocks the owner of the WWE, and it's like, that's a role play. That's definitely a role play.
That is definitely a role play. He was in a suit.
He was in a suit. That's not a wrestler. I mean, true wrestling is like, you know, two guys in the circle.
Yeah.
That's wrestling. Wrestling is not top rope, body slam someone, and the rules are just made up, and there's rap battles, and it's like, that's not a role play. Yeah, they've rap battled before.
Okay, so are the rules and points in sports and the rules that we've created as humans, are those...
They're real to some people, not real to others. And that's the final statement I think we can both, like, agree on to some extent.
Well, okay, so why are they real?
They're real because they're given value by certain people. Same thing like currency. Currency's real, but technically it's not because it's just a piece of paper.
I mean, like, it is real. It's the paper.
Exactly, but same thing with points. Their numbers represent them. But we give the points value.
So the value is real.
The value is real.
Yeah, but the thing is, the only rules that are really real, though, are, like, scientific laws. Because I could go rob a store, physically, I can.
Mm-hmm.
And is the rule going to stop me?
No, the rule does not stop you.
The law stops me.
The law stops you.
Yeah. So the police. I'm referring to the police when I say the law. The police would stop me, or the store person.
Yes.
That would be the consequence. I would go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the law itself isn't real, because a scientific law can physically stop something from happening.
But if the law didn't exist, there would be no punishment.
The punishment exists.
But there wouldn't be no punishment to exist.
If the law doesn't exist, the punishment doesn't exist.
Really? Because people can be punished without having broken laws.
That's just not true.
Yeah, they can.
Like what? Name one.
Like,
Name one
if
instance
you
of that
kidnapped
happening.
someone and tortured them, that would be considered punishment.
I mean, well, it's like, but the people who are torturing are committing a crime.
Well, maybe they
depending on how you list it,
If they
kidnapping is technically not a punishment to the person. They're under serious assault, but the act of kidnapping is a crime.
So, like, okay, so the point of the law is to stop people from doing things.
Yeah.
But you can still, unless it's a scientific law, you can still physically do those things.
So another thing I think we should address.
We created those.
We should address. We are not encouraging anyone listening
we're not encouraging
to break
people
the
to
law.
break laws.
Yeah.
It's
Because you still will be punished. We agree that punishments are real.
I'm so sorry, everyone who just heard that.
Especially with headphones on.
With headphone users.
Headphone users.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, please don't break the law, guys.
Yeah.
Don't. That's not a good idea.
It's just dumb. I mean, it's like the laws are there to protect you, and I'm pro police, and you got to be thankful for your local cops, and they're not trying to just punish you without reason. And if you get a ticket, you deserve it.
We're talking about philosophy. We're not questioning the police.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're allowed to have your own thoughts. That's what makes America one of the best countries in the world. And well, actually, it's probably one of the worst countries in the world.
It's one of the best and worst countries in the world.
There are so many great things about this country and so many just awful things. I think the best country is like one of the most underrated is New Zealand, because I feel like everyone is nice in New Zealand.
Yeah, like in like the countries like Sweden.
New Zealand, Australia,
and then
like
the Asian countries as well, like
Korea.
Well,
South Korea.
Yeah, big difference.
I mean, yeah. I don't want to get into war. That's a discussion for another day. But speaking of, I really don't want to get into war, but I feel like I should address this. Did you hear about the recent strike on Iraq from U.S.?
I heard about it.
I think I've heard.
It was. I'll try and keep this just quick thing short, but the Iraq killed a couple U.S. Soldiers, kept them captive, killed them. So we launched a couple missile strikes to their military bases, and it's like, I don't know. It's like weird to think about. We've experienced so many things in our lifetime, like COVID. And now we're getting into heavy war stuff.
And then the Russia-Ukraine thing.
Russia-Ukraine was also...
all of, like, in COVID with all
believe it or not, Russia and Ukraine is still going.
What about the Pakistan versus...
That's still going.
That's the one that we were
We
No,
were
no,
just
never mind.
we were just talking about
Different.
Iraq and
Yeah.
Israel.
Yes.
But yeah. Okay. Sorry to get on the deep stuff. Back to philosophy.
Back to more deep stuff.
Back to
Back
less
to the more
deep,
funny
but more.
stuff.
This is the funny stuff right here. I mean,
That's the funny stuff.
You look like my dog when we come home and she's peeking over the windowsill of the car driving up the driveway.
yeah.
I'm the kid that stares at you when you come down the driveway.
Why don't you want a chair?
I'm happy
It's
like
so. There's some over there.
Because then look at it. It goes tall, shorter than shorter. It looks funnier this way. Look at it. Look at it in the mirror. It goes.
It's like a bar graph, but it shows intelligence.
Yeah.
No,
Also,
no.
you guys like my shirt?
I want a copy.
Do you love Bluey though?
I love Bluey. We
No,
should.
I'm asking Ben because he said he wanted a copy.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it time to time when my brother's
We should
watching
watch it today. Oh yeah.
No, we have things to do.
it. I'm watching the new season.
Yeah. After this, guys, we're filming more
School Day
of
2.
School Day.
We took so long on it. I don't even know why.
I'm
Why
sorry.
Did it take so
we were
long?
supposed to get this out November 22nd. It is currently February 3rd. It's been postponed for a variety of reasons. One, lots of procrastination. I'm not gonna look at anyone, but I'm gonna look at this guy.
Patches.
Yes. Did you?
He loves going to pumpkin.
He loves going to
patches.
pumpkin patch. I'm not gonna just whatever. We were supposed to film someday. Apparently couldn't. So if he couldn't go, no one else could. So
Because this whole scene was about him.
we were, and other days we required camera equipment that we couldn't get.
Wait, what one was that?
We couldn't get the tripod to work. Remember, we're supposed to film and then another thing was set mistake. Remember, we were trying to
Yeah.
film that interview scene at your house, and then couldn't get the tripod, and it was
Yeah.
also super dirty. So
Yeah.
yeah, you may or may not see this set in School Day 2.
Maybe you won't.
Maybe you won't.
Maybe you won't. Maybe you will.
You probably will. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Unless you don't have eyes.
Yeah.
That might be why you're listening to a podcast, because you can't watch things. You don't have eyes.
Another thing is, let us know what you guys think of the Isaac Film shorts, because we
They're almost as short as Ben over here.
I know, right? But they really are a lot of fun, and they're
Yeah.
fairly easy to edit. But yeah, we'd love to hear some of you guys' ideas, because we can run a little dry sometimes.
How long have we been rolling for?
About
33 minutes. Wow.
We're going to 40. We're going to 40. We're going to 40. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, and then yeah. So we got 7 more minutes, right?
So let's settle this.
Let's settle this once and for all.
There
Right?
ain't enough room in this town for 2 philosophers, boy.
All right. So you know what? Should we give Ben like a dummy microphone?
Yeah, a fake one. We'll just
Ben,
give him a
Ben.
cover.
Go into that bag. Okay, grab the mic.
Oh, the boom mic?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys can see the boom mic. We never show it off in the film because obviously it's being
close
used
the bag.
to record.
And also, let us know what you guys think of the new set and the sound film. Believe it or okay. Well, we're gonna do a quick segment called how long did it take to put up all this sound foam?
How long did it take to put up all this sound foam?
Okay, Ben, guesses?
This is a hard one,
Huh?
30 minutes.
30 minutes? Okay.
I
Isaac?
guess
Beginning.
3 hours.
3 hours? Okay.
Who wins the cash prize?
It was 5 hours.
Alright.
So Isaac wins. Ben guessed 30 minutes, which I would have loved, but yeah. I spent my Friday night just doing
Which
this.
is yesterday.
Yesterday. It is now Saturday.
Yep.
And yeah, just got done with finals. And it
what's
Oh,
that?
finals
Yes.
sucked.
What is
I
that?
was gonna talk about them on my
What
YouTube
is
channel.
what?
I made a
Oh
recording.
my!
What?
Do you see that? There, look at the cat in the window.
Cat in the window.
Here, open the window. Hi.
Let's scare the cat.
So here's the cat.
Is that the
Hi.
cats?
Hi, kitty.
Yeah.
Can you open the window?
No, I
Oh,
yeah, no, that's gonna break.
goodbye, kitty.
That was a nice surprise. Yeah, that's we have that little window here too.
What's in?
No, you can't get in, idiot.
Look, I wanna try. Yeah, this is Willow. She's mooning the camera now. Anyway.
So, it's been so long since that last podcast episode, and Halloween's coming up. What are you guys going to be for Halloween?
It's not coming up.
Yes, I mean, technically it is. It is. It's coming up just as fast as it is in October. Every day goes by at the same speed.
She's back. I have a question, though. It's like...
I already know what I'm going to be for Halloween.
Well, it's not a question. It's more of a statement. We have been procrastinating so long that we actually decided to scrap the video of us in the woods.
Oh, yeah, we did. We'll have to talk about that some other time.
Because, we're probably going to do a reshoot. But it's going to discuss... I think we should discuss the same thing, but make sure our mics work this time. And I think it'd be funny if we brought this literal table.
Oh, we're doing it in the woods again.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Fidgety. I had some coffee this morning.
Is that your first time ever having coffee?
I've had coffee before, but...
Yeah, I don't think you have.
I'm very ADHD, so if you can't tell.
I was wondering if there was something up. Now I know why.
That looks really wrong on camera.
What? No, I'm doing this. Okay, do you guys...
Don't do that! Don't do that!
I'm putting my hand like this.
Yeah, it looks so bad.
Like up and down.
Don't do it.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you are.
I promise. I'm not doing it.
Then just stop it. Stop it.
I'm not. I did not do it.
This is a PG channel, by the way. So,
But PG still means parental guidance, in
true.
case you didn't know.
That's true. That's true.
It's true.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm not sure even parental guidance covers that though.
You guys are so lucky you're only seeing this corner because if
you guys want to see the other,
if you're looking at what I'm looking at, it's the scariest thing ever. It's like
I'm just seeing a whole bunch of random stuff. I hate this so much.
It's like I'm a Tim Burton character over here, and then he's like a white rapper boy.
I'm going to crack up.
This is the weirdest segment we've ever done. You guys just want to listen to this? ASMR with Isaac.
Okay, so
Isaac and Short Bear.
throw up like a graphic. Actually, no, I don't feel like editing it. Graphic, and then it says ASMR time. We're gonna do a one minute of ASMR.
Spell with my hand.
Ready?
Oh God, Jesus.
ASMR. Ready?
Oh
Go.
Jesus.
Oh God. No, that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it.
I know the perfect ASMR.
Weird sounds are more fun though.
Perfect ASMR.
Shut the.
I hope that's not copyrighted.
No, it is.
This is what we're doing, but I'm doing it. This is the weirdest episode we've ever done. It's totally 100% about philosophy.
Okay, and we are done with ASMR time. Get off Clash. Get off Clash right now. Guys, another thing. This guy, you know how much this is?
How much?
This is like $400.
I thought that was like $40.
Oh no, this is so much. This is
$400.
This is a lot of money.
Isaac Films got a bigger budget.
Our budget, and we're doing all of our camera equipment we just recently got $5,000, and
Yeah, the camera is like $3,000. No,
everything else, about 3,000s, right? And then everything else,
yeah.
And we actually have a shot at the 253 film competition this year.
Yes.
Last year, I'm gonna admit, I can kind of see why we didn't win.
We had a chance. Some people's films sucked.
No, I guarantee we were top 10, but we
Yeah.
were definitely not top 5.
There was a few films that I was like, do these even count as films?
I don't agree with the winner, but I think that pizza film should have been higher.
That pizza film was so
Okay,
funny.
it wasn't good quality, but it was really funny.
So
It's one of those movies that's like, it's not good quality, but it's just funny.
I think the funniest thing about it was, from a filmmaker's perspective, is that he filmed it vertically.
I know.
It was this one
That
film
was
about this guy.
that pissed me off.
He just like went over. It was in a theater, and he was like running around to this pizza store, and there was like this naked alien that was also played by him.
Are you naked because when you teleport your clothes don't come with you? No. Yes. It's like
Oh no, he said yes, then no. I think.
Yes. No.
No, he said no, yes.
Okay, either way,
He
it's
didn't want to
funny.
explain it, yeah. What time are we looking at now? Oh, we just hit. Do we just hit 40? Yes, we just hit 40 minutes. Do we go to do we go to 45?
No.
No, we're not gonna end it. We're not gonna end it just yet. No. Sit down.
No.
Okay, so let's discuss our. Okay, well, right before we end it, let's wrap the whole thing up together like a 5th grade English class resolution. Are sports role plays? I say no.
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 Okay, we can agree
No.
on that
Okay.
one.
Are rules
You guys
real?
on that one.
I think it depends on the person.
Yeah.
No, rules aren't real.
Okay.
Because
Are
the person, you can break them.
are punishments real? Yes.
Yeah.
I think punishments are real.
real.
Are points real? Again, I think
No.
it's like a symbol. It depends on the person, and they're only real if you give them value. Ben, what do you
I
think?
agree with you on this one.
Okay. And what was the last one? Our comment down below what you guys want us to talk about next time. Again, it's been, what's your name?
You forgot. Ah.
Okay.
Isaac.
Okay.
Isaac Thunder.
Isaac Sim, aka Isaac Thunder. Isaac Ammon, aka Axith. You got Benjamin Buttons, aka
Short.
Short. Okay. Alright. Love you guys. Thank you again. This has been us from the Back in My Day podcast, and we will see you next time. Again, comment down below what you guys think we should do for another episode of the podcast, as well as
Wait. Let's test something.
subscribe to Isaac Film too. Subscribe to Isaac Film.
Smash that like button. The like button.
Hit the bell right now.
Smash that like button. Smash that like button. It glows. Woohoo! Subscribe.
Anyway,
It glows.
so subscribe to Isaac Film. Subscribe to
yes.
Isaac. Ben, Polka Dot Monster if he still films. I have an account. Don't post anything anymore. But subscribe to Isaac Film. Biggest thing.
Subscribe to Polka Dot Monster.
Let us know what you want to see next. Isaac Film shorts, any other stuff. We will be coming out with School Day 2.
Yeah, soon.
Hopefully in the next month.
Oh, it better be in the
We're hoping in the next month. We got probably
My goal
week
is
left
to have
of
it done
filming.
by 1 year after School Day 1.
We can do that, and I think it's gonna happen. And we'll be coming out with content very soon. Again, it's been us three, and this has been the back end. No, we gotta say it's been the Back in My Day podcast. All right, see you guys. It's been awesome. Again, check in next episode. See you guys. Bye.